Oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's talk about Event Horizon, boy.
Let me see if I can get some power up.
Don't know how to introduce this. It's Event Horizon. Everyone knows about it. Most people have seen it. A lot of people like it. I'm just going to toss in my 2 cents about it.
When I was growing up, I adored this movie, but not too many people shared the sentiment. Then, when I got older, I learned more people shared this admiration as kids for the film, and now it's become a legend of the genre. Even parodies of the movie are mostly just folk talking about how badass it is.
I watched Event Horizon last night.
No way! We have to talk about it!
It was awesome!
If you're somehow someone who's never seen the film, it involves a crew of a spaceship investigating a larger derelict ship that has suddenly reappeared after going missing 7 years previously. No one knows where it's been, and what our band of rough and tough spacers discover inside is best left for you to experience unspoiled, because it's unforgettably mad.
The film contains some fantastic practical effects and sets, but the CGI aged like a banana overnight.
Ooh, baby, you can just feel the 90s off the screen.
Dude, the 90s are like that, man!
The music is great except for the opening title music. It sounds like something that would play in To Catch a Predator or some bargain bin racing game from the original Xbox days. It's such a bizarre choice. The movie looks fucking epic. Inside the ship is like something ripped straight off of a metal album cover. It feels heavy and kind of steampunk, with visuals that are just never gonna leave your brain. Look at the gravity drive. It's goddamn crazy how beautiful a big metal gyrosphere inside a tomb of spikes can be. And the violent imagery is some of the most intensely gory you'll ever see. It's a shame most of it flashes by so fast.
It's just...
The acting is over the top, but it fits the semi-goofy tone the movie is going for. Just look at how Sam Neill screams in this scene.
Waiting.
Everyone's got a ton of character, and they all play it up to goofball 11. The fun they all appear to be having, it definitely reaches out of the screen to you as an audience, making it a much more entertaining experience. And I say appear to be having fun because apparently the shoot was horrible. Either way, they all have good chemistry, and feel like a real crew who've done this stuff a million times.
What about you, Stark? Would you like something hot and black inside you? Ooh, is that an offer?
It is not.
Then how about some coffee then?
The first half of the film is far and away the best stuff in the movie. It does a fantastic job building suspense to find out what happened on the ship. It's like Alien. We don't know what to expect, we just know it's going to be bad. And there's so much strange stuff going on that it keeps you puzzled and curious throughout.
It's not all bombastic though. Little scenes like the one where they have to listen to the message left by the previous crew genuinely scared me rotten as a kid.
Even now, it's a really eerie scene. And more subtle stuff like this, mixed with the more mad sequences, are what make the movie so unforgettable. It's like they've made a movie every 13-year-old horror fan could squeal in delight at. There's no rules once the truth is revealed, and we're treated to some of the most grisly horror gore of the 90s. Also, Interstellar totally stole their explanations of black holes from this movie. It's literally note for note. I remember I turned to my friend in disbelief when I saw that in the cinema.
Carefully, and I'm gonna get you out of there.
Oh my god.
Then the film switches gears and the last 30 minutes are so rushed and manic that it threatens to derail the whole film.
It's not bad, but it's so obvious that multiple major scenes are missing, as it just becomes a series of set pieces of mad shit going on. I know some people may like this fairground ride approach, but it loses all atmosphere and creeping momentum the film had. The pacing is so unbelievably rushed and frantic that you become a little disconnected from what's going on. Imagine Die Hard. In the second half, after everything's set up, if it cut out all the character interactions and only included the gunfights. That's what it feels like. Two separate villains come pretty much out of nowhere, and from that point on you'll feel like you're going mad. Sam Neill's character literally goes insane out of the blue. Like, there's no build up to it, he just flips. When did he become so evil and infatuated with the ship?
Oh my god. What happened to your eyes?
Where we're going, we won't need eyes to see.
There is a reason. The original cut was 40 minutes longer, but test audiences in the studio were such wimps that they forced them to cut it down into the butchered second half we got. Even Paul Anderson himself has admitted they probably cut 10 minutes too much, but they had studio deadlines to meet. The original footage was thought to be lost, but was eventually discovered in a Transylvanian salt mine. But it had deteriorated beyond repair, and Paramount had gotten rid of all remaining copies.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Then, Anderson revealed in 2012 that the original cut was discovered on a VHS in the hands of producer Lloyd Levin, but it's never been released.
It only took 2 years for DC fans to get the Snyder cut of Justice League going, yet here we are 24 years later still gagging for this one.
It's like the London After Midnight of director's cuts. I don't care if the quality of that cut looks like it was filmed off a calculator. For the sake of filling in a void in horror history, the original cut needs to be released. I mean, look at some of this stuff. Instead of just a corridor of blood, it had Sam Neill creepily climbing down the ladder. Supposedly, the original video left by the crew was over 10 minutes long, rather than the 15 seconds or so we get in the final cut. Event Horizon is a mixed bag. 2/3 of it is some of the most gnarly, badass shit you've ever seen, and the rest is the remnants of a butchered movie cut down by studio interference.
It's still hugely entertaining, but it's frustrating to know that it could have been so much more.